Hey, Doug Upstone here, and I am back with some free plays for you on a Thursday, August the 7th, and we're ready to go. We're going to talk some football, though, today. And I got an opinion for you on a preseason game, but I'm going to talk the AFC South today in terms of what the main topic will be. I will let you know that yesterday went a perfect 2-0 again. So that's 7-1 the last 4 days in Major League Baseball. Fantastic run. 11-2, 53 and 20 or yeah, 53 and 27 run. Major League Baseball. Fantastic. So I got a game today, okay, going this afternoon. So you can check that out. That's available at VegasProInsidersDaily.com. You've heard me talking a lot about it, and there's been a lot going on here. We had a number of sales, and I know we're going to continue to draw them from people that have signed up for the 4-day trial because they're seeing that it, not only do my picks win, there's a lot of different picks from the West Coast Wise guys that win, from Sean Higgs that wins, and plus you got a ton of information to learn to teach yourself to be a better. Okay, that's what the whole premise of this is. It's not just about the picks, it's the whole package. So make sure that you get yourself signed up. It's just $99, $99.99 a month. And or if you want to check it out for free, you get a 4-day free trial by going to that site and signing up right there. In fact, let me just put that up so that you can see it instead of me trying to spell it out for you. So check it out. Okay, got some great stuff going on. Things are happening, and things are happening fast. Okay, in terms of a play, I don't have a play here for the site officially. I have a lean, and I, like a lot of people, thought that the Raiders would be a good pick because they're going to play some of their starters. So that went up to -4. They were an underdog. They went to -4. It's a big number. And so here's the thing, though. I don't know, and nobody knows, how much the Raiders starters are going to play. Because Seattle's not going to play many of their starters, but we don't know how much they're going to play. So if the Raiders offense doesn't do much right off the bat and don't score, now all of a sudden the game shifts because Seattle still has better personnel than the Raiders do. At least we think so at this time. Excuse me. And yes, Pete Carroll likes to win preseason games, especially early on in his career, but now he switched teams. That's what he did when he got to Seattle. Does he do it again with the Raiders? Don't know. The other thing is Seattle's quarterback situation going forward. They got Drew Lock to play. And Drew Lock's a professional quarterback. Is he a starter? No, but he knows what he's doing out there. And so, with that in mind, I think he could do well against the backups from the Raiders. So, my opinion would be to take now, it's up to 5, to take Seattle +5 on the game tonight. Okay, so that's my thought on that. Not official play, though, just so you know. Just my opinion on the game. But speaking of football, I have 2 plays available right now. If you become a Vegas Pro Insider Daily member for the preseason, I got one on Friday and one on Saturday. You can get those. Okay, they're available. And in the preseason, since 2007, I am 85-60 in the NFL preseason. I used to never before then. I never once bet the NFL preseason. Never once. And but I decided to teach myself how to do it. I came up with a really simple method, and it has been successful all these years since 2007. So, doesn't mean I win every year. I don't. Okay, but it means long term I've been successful, and we're only talking, a few games. I don't do a ton of games. I do very specific on with this situation right here. So check it out. Okay, so you can get those 2 games by subscribing right now, or you can get the 2 games by signing up for 4-day membership. Okay, so check it all out. All right, AFC South. Tampa Bay, favorite. They're supposed to fall apart after Tom Brady left. That didn't happen. They've won 2 more NFC South titles, gives them 4. The Buccaneers, an elite team in the NFC. Excuse me, I don't think so, but they're good, and they get to keep going to the playoffs. Baker Mayfield is a proven NFL quarterback. He's shown it. He's thrown for over 4,000 yards each of the last 2 years. I would say he's a top 10 quarterback. He might be number 10, but he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. If you're the coach of Tampa Bay and the offensive coordinator, Baker's going to throw some interceptions. It's the way it is. He's going to fumble sometimes. trying to run, make a play, but he's a guy's a playmaker. And at crunch time, he wins games, or at least he gives his team a chance to. Defense is young. The the thing that I like about the defense, it got a lot more athletic, especially last year. So I think there's enough there on the offense to be explosive. I think the defense will improve, especially if they get a pass rush, got better athletes in the secondary. And I would recommend an over 9.5 for a win total for Tampa Bay. And I would also take a look at Baker Mayfield at over 4,000 passing yards. Okay, so there's two things there. New Orleans, Kellen Winslow, under the microscope as an offensive coordinator, ever he was. Some people loved him, some people not so crazy about him, fans of the team. Now he's going to have a lot of scrutiny as the head coach of New Orleans. But every head coach, and he knows this as well as anybody, every head coach needs a quarterback. And so his choices right now are first round draft choice rookie, Tyler Slough, backup, second year, Spencer Rattler, third year, fourth round quarterback, Jake Hayner. Is there an answer in there? Hard to find one, right? I mean, you got three inexperienced quarterbacks, and you'd be hard pressed to say that any other team has three worse quarterbacks, particularly in the context of NFL experience. Rough situation coming in there. Offense needs a leader. It's going to have to come through. Defense last year, number 30 in total defense. They've got some building blocks through the draft. I don't know. Doesn't look great. I have read though a couple of articles where the New Orleans staff has got the players excited, so they're fired up. Okay, on this one, I would. I don't know. I'm not really sure where they are. The schedule is not impossible for New Orleans to win some games. The over under is 5.5. I'd probably lean under, but if they went over, that wouldn't surprise me a bit. So I'm on the fence, but that's just a lean. I got another lean. Carolina. I think Carolina's moving in the right direction right now. I think their draft choices, players that they signed, I don't think it's going to necessarily come to fruition this year, but I think in like 2 years, this could be a playoff team. But here's the thing. Bryce Young has to start playing like let's just say a top 12 quarterback. And it could be 12, could be 13, but he's got to be above average. And he hasn't been so far. He played good when he came back in after being benched. He looked a lot better, but they had a running game with Chuba Hubbard. The offensive line was better at run blocking. So it needs to be better also in pass blocking. And he has to develop with his players. So it's really, to me, incumbent for this team has an over-under total of 6.5. I think they have to for that to occur, or maybe I think it's 7.5. Excuse me, 7.5. I think this team it's on Bryce Young, whether they make that or not. The defense last year was horrible. I don't think the defense is any different than what the Saints have. I think I think what you need a rosary when the other team has the ball, and you need a bucket, not a little glass. You need a bucket of holy water to go along with it. So I'm going to lean with the under on Carolina here at the total of 7.5. And then most fascinating team to me in this division, Atlanta. Last year, 6-3. Okay, great start. Looked like they're division winner. Kirk Cousins was hurt early. He got hurt again late, and then he really dropped off. And then at the time that he got hurt, then the defense collapsed. Okay, and it reminded me of John Stamos' acting career. It just went south. So Dirty Birds didn't make the playoffs for the seventh straight time. So yet there's optimism about this team. And I actually can kind of see it. Falcons have offensive players. I mean, got the Michael Penix Jr. We'll see what he does. Okay, but he certainly has potential. But you got Bijan Robinson. You got Drake London. You got Darnell Mooney. You have Kyle Pitts, even though I'm not a big Kyle Pitts fan. I think this guy should be better, but it's what it is. Where they have to improve, though, is with a pass rush. They have addressed it. Okay, and on a couple of levels, because it was 31st last year, so that was no good, and that just crushed their defense because those guys, they couldn't stay with the guys the whole time because there was no pass rush, so they were terrible against the pass. Run defense, not bad. 15 last year, not bad. Okay, so Raheem Morris is the head coach. He's supposed to be a defensive wizard. Okay, well, he has to start acting like a wizard with his defense, and maybe even a little sorcery to mixed in too. So we'll see what can happen there. So let's go. I'm going to lean over 7.5 for Atlanta. I think they can get to 8 or 9 wins this season. Maybe contend for the, I think they will contend, but right in the mix for the AFC South. Not a great division, but some good teams, some interesting stuff was there. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. And then subscribe, leave your comments. If you have not a lot of games today, but if you got, like, for example, the preseason game, if you got some thoughts on preseason games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever day, okay, leave what your thoughts are on those, who you like. And then what I just talked about these teams. If you're a fan of any of the teams I just talked about, let me know if you agree or disagree with me. That's okay. You can disagree. I'm good with that. And then also, if you like what you hear, hit the like button. Like I said, leave your comments, but subscribe to the channel. I do these videos 6 days a week. And hey, as we know, starting today, football is coming. With 16 days till college football starts. So here we go. Giddy up and go. All right. West Coast Wise Guys play for today is to take the Miami Marlins to continue with their winning ways. They took them yesterday. They're taking them today. And the West Coast Wise Guys have been very good on the freebies of late. So see if they can deliver again. And if you want more West Coast Wise Guys picks, you can again become a Vegas Pro Insider Daily member for just $99 a month. Okay, that's a little over $3 a day. Become a member, get yourself signed up, and you can get more West Coast Wise Guys plays besides what I give you here. Okay, on that. So that's what I got for you on a Thursday. A little longer, but hey, this is what, we need to get some more action coming here. Next week, probably have more baseball, more preseason NFL. I don't know if I'll have one of these or not. We'll see. Okay, when we get here. So this is Doug Upstone. Have yourself a great Thursday. We will talk to you on Friday about more free play action, and we're trying to get you another winner. So until then, I'm out.